Hey there, legendary soul. Welcome back to the channel. So, today we are checking in with the snake spirit animal and seeing what message it has for you. We'll get into our prayer and then we'll get into our message. Divine alchemist, angels and archangels, well ancestors for my highest good, well ancestors for the viewer's highest good. We thank you so much and we welcome you in. We thank you for being a part of our journeys and for your willingness to support us whenever we ask, and sometimes even when we forget to ask. Thank you for your continued presence with us. Thank you for encouraging us, supporting us, rooting for us, seeing the best for us, even when we can't see it for ourselves. And we invite in the snake spirit animal. We ask that your message is clear, is concise, is potent, and is easily digestible for the viewer. I ask to be a clear channel to receive from you and to disseminate the information that you're offering. And I ask for my discernment to be clear and to be sharp so that I only share what is to be radiated, what is to be shared, and I don't share anything extra. I ask also that the viewer's discernment is easily accessible for them and that they can sense and intuit what resonates and that they can also sense what does not, and that they can leave whatever doesn't resonate with them for whomever else it could and it might resonate with. I thank you so much for all that you have done, all that you're currently doing, and all that you're going to do in service of these intentions. Ashe. So let's read up about the snake. I love how the snake is eating its tail in this imagery. Really giving a sense of cycles, of regeneration, of transformation. Ooh, the snake is the guardian of unawakened magic and creative potential. The snake is a symbol of our highest potential. It is said that Shakti, our creative life force, lies dormant at the base of our spine in the form of a coiled snake. Regardless of whether this image rings true for you, it's well worth considering the amount of unawakened or untapped potential within. What would life look like if you woke it up? How can you stir it from slumber? An experienced yoga or meditation teacher can lead the way. Make haste. The snake card appears when there is no more time to waste. Ooh. When this energy is out of balance, you may be noticing that you start many things and you stop many things. It's like a push-pull energy. It feels really hard to follow through. To bring this energy into balance, meditation or Kundalini yoga. And when this energy is in balance, you feel creative, charismatic, and prosperous. We like these things. All right, let's see what animal spirit oracle card. This came out in another reading that we had recently. Defend the scorpion. So the snake energy is about unawakened potential. And this Scorpion card, what I remember from the Scorpion card is that what stuck out to me, wow, opened right to the page. So what stuck out to me was that despite the intimidating appearance of the Scorpion, it is seen as a guardian and a protector. A Scorpion rarely attacks unless they are first threatened. They will posture, they will produce sound, and they will even shoot off warning shots of venom to ward off predators before taking the extreme step of stinging them. This card is one of fierce protection and guardianship, and it also represents the ability to fight back when necessary. Let's read the shadow reading for this card. So defense is a necessary tool for survival and can often be accompanied by resistance, confrontation, and struggle. However, sometimes defensive behavior can be misplaced and lead to stubbornness or fragility in the face of criticism. Be careful to question what you are so staunchly defending and deconstruct it. Listen to constructive criticism and come to a better understanding of your position. So the snake represents untapped, unawakened creative potential. So I wonder if there are things that you want to create. Maybe you have the ideas about them and you're feeling very protective about them. You're feeling protective about other people's opinions about them. You feel like you can't quite share with people yet. You're starting certain projects or you're starting to plan out certain creative, ideas. You're starting to get a move on them. Maybe you begin them and then if this energy is out of balance, you stop. And you stop because you're criticizing yourself, you're fearing criticism from another, or you're getting criticism from people. And it's paralyzing you. It's pushing you into this defensive position, and your energy, instead of being poured into your creative outlet, is being, for lack of a better word, it's being wasted on posturing. It's being wasted on trying to show and trying to prove, mostly to yourself, that you can do this thing. Instead of just doing it, instead of just creating what you want to create, you feel like you keep getting pulled into this energy of, well, I can do it. You don't know what I can do. We have the Ace of Swords. We have Temperance. And we have the World. This thing or these things that you want to create, I'll say that it's one right now, though it could be a few. Because with this energy out of balance, you're starting and stopping many things. So I have this sense that there are quite a few creative projects that you have. But this thing that you want to create, we'll stay with one right now. You're being called, the snake is calling you to find balance. The snake is calling you to find balance between your body and your breath, between your body and your mind, between your body and your intuition. And I'm finding all of these things because in the Temperance card, one foot is on land, so I see the body in that. One foot is in the water, I see the intuitive or the emotional aspects of you. Swords represent the mind, so maybe it's the body and your mind, or your emotions and your mind. And having the connectivity here, having the snake represent this unawakened potential, but that's this unawakened potential that sits at the base of your spine. You might be seeking the support of meditation, the support of yoga, specifically Kundalini yoga, or the support of like chiropractic adjustment or Pilates movements. Anything that's going to strengthen your core will also strengthen your back. Anything that's going to align your spine will also support your creative potential. There is this really deep connection between body and mind and soul and emotion. And what I'm seeing for you is whatever route you take, just follow through. It doesn't matter if you feel drawn to doing Pilates or if you feel drawn to running and then stretching afterwards. It doesn't matter if you choose to stretch. It doesn't matter if you choose to get a chiropractic adjustment or to do yoga or to meditate or to do breath work. Whatever resonates for you, number one, trust your intuition. Go towards what feels right for you, what feels accessible for you, and then make a practice out of it. And you don't have to do it every single day at the same time every day if that is not accessible to you. Or if you do really want to do it every day, maybe you allow yourself the freedom to do it for 5 minutes one day, to do it for 2 minutes one day, to do it for 10 minutes another day, to allow for the time that you're doing it to shift, the amount of time, so that you can stay as consistent as you want and need to, so that you can still feel like you're building a sense of praxis and a sense of discipline with yourself, which will ultimately support your creative potential, awakening. It will support you trusting that you can do this thing that you want to do. We have the Queen of Pentacles. It's also really important for you to be outside, to get fresh air, to be in nature, to be around animals, if those are in your life. If there aren't animals in your life, I'm seeing you maybe watching a nature documentary or having ocean sounds as white noise, like just around, like having birds chirping, like finding soundscapes on YouTube, finding soundscapes, finding visuals, having images maybe that you draw. Maybe you like to draw. Maybe you like to paint. Maybe you do origami and you can fold, like manipulate the paper into these animals. I'm seeing you surrounded by animals. We are doing an animal spirit reading. There is just this way that all of these different animals want to support you and that you draw inspiration from them. We have the Eight of Pentacles. This is you developing mastery over this new idea, over this creative breakthrough that you're having, that you're allowing yourself to have. And seeing that there is a sense of honesty and even karma, like karmic justice, in you being on this journey to find a balance. I don't know if you're aware of your lineage and the creatives in your lineage. Maybe you have a grandparent or a cousin or a sibling or an aunt or uncle or a parent or a sibling. There's somebody, you might know them or you might just receive an intuitive hit. There's somebody in your lineage who was so creative. They might be alive, they might have transitioned. They were so creative. Like when I say any medium they touched, whether they knew it before or not, every medium they touched was just like it would just flow like water with them and through them. They didn't have to learn traditionally to get the access to these different ways of being. And I'm sensing that you might have this gift too. And either you don't know that fully yet because you haven't allowed yourself to follow through on each medium that you've tried out. You've just started a bunch of things, so you might not yet have the confidence and the literal lived experience of seeing how adept and how agile you are in your creativity, just like how creative you are. Like you are so creative. I'm really feeling there's something with words, there's something with visuals, like it's so many different mediums that you have access to and that you can express yourself through. And as you do, people are changed, people experience beauty, people are able to access feelings. You are able to access feelings. You are able to process certain feelings. There's this encouragement from the snake spirit animal to allow for rest and presence, to allow yourself when you go outside to let yourself be outside, to let yourself enjoy nature, to let yourself be inspired by nature, not to seek the inspiration, not to go outside and make it into what you're crafting, not to try to form it into something, but to let yourself relax and be easy on yourself and be free. There is a time to bring the hard-working energy to the creative practice. There is a time to bring discipline and consistency to your creative practices. There is also a time to allow yourself to be free and to enjoy and to take a deep breath. What I'm sensing is that it's really important. Something that will really support you is to create a vision for who you desire to be as an artist. So like, what type of life do you want to have as a creative? Who do you want to impact? What does your day-to-day look like? Do you want commissions? Do you want clients? Do you want to do public-facing art? Do you want your art in museums? Do you want your art in books? Where do you sense? Where do you sense there could be avenues for you? It doesn't have to be set in stone, but to allow for your creativity to also help you access the vision. And the vision comes to you when you rest. The vision comes to you when you're outside and you're just relaxing and you're just taking in the sweetness of life. We end off our reading with the Strength card. You have a significant amount of strength in general, but also within your creativity. And what I'm sensing is you don't even know yet. You don't even know how powerful of a creator you are. Like I'm sensing like magician type of energy. Like you could create the life that you want. If you haven't already, if you have already, you are capable of doing it again and again and again and again. So reading doesn't feel quite complete. Let me get some affirmation since you are in this process of learning to trust yourself and your creativity. Look at that. Enjoy the process. Celebrate every small step forward. You're doing an amazing job. The journey is the gift. Put that right next to the Eight of Pentacles, because this is where you really feel yourself doing the hard work. The hard work, this might be you sitting down at your desk, writing down the vision that you got when you were in meditation, or putting words to or putting images to the sensations you were accessing while you were outside, resting and enjoying and being present with your body and in your mind and with nature and with the divine. All of that is a part of your creative process. You might still be discovering what exactly your process is, but as you're discovering your process, you're still in the journey. And every step is worthy of celebration. It's worthy of celebration. As you're listening to this reading, maybe you're making action plans for yourself and saying, okay, the thing that I want to do each day, I want to meditate for just a few minutes. Maybe every day that time frame is going to change, but I want to do that. Or I want to meditate every weekend. Or I want to do, I want to go for a walk around the block, or I want to go for a longer walk in nature once a day or every other day or every few days. There's something that you are starting to seed. There's something that it feels like you are ready to commit to that's connected to you. It's connected to your self-care. It's connected to your creative process. That, if that's happening for you, that is a step forward. And you get to celebrate that. You are doing an amazing job. Please keep telling yourself that, because to be a creative in general, but especially in the times that we're in, it takes a whole lot of self-confidence, and it takes a whole lot of surrender. So you keep surrendering to your inner strength, and you are going to see how powerful of a creator you are. I'm really rooting for you and excited for you, and I know that it's really also very hard. So, sending you love and warmth. You can do this. You got this. You're already doing it. And I'll catch you in the future. Bye.